shining, dog. Counting up my wins, yeah, I love it when they count me out. Off the leash, of the chain, where I've been a dog. Best believe I run the game, you know I'm in control of y'all.
It's the time of the year and this is everything that stays in my bag. The gear I actually use for creating content, client work, and YouTube. Over the years, I've tested tons of setups from just cameras to crazy rigs, but this is for what's actually working and what I can rely on. So if you're looking to build up your setup or just looking to upgrade, this might help you figure out what actually matters. This video is sponsored by Artlist, but more on that later. Let's start with the heart of my bag, my main camera, the one I trust for almost every project, and that is the Sony a7S III.
Took control, run the game, best believe I'm shining.
This has been generally my main workhorse for my career, from freelancing, weddings, commercial, and content creation. This camera has been with me through tough times, and its major specs are similar of FX3, and right now I'm just waiting for Sony to come up with an FX3 Mark II because this one is still a great camera. If you don't know by now, it has a 12 megapixel sensor, which is great for extreme low light environment, 4K video up to 100 FPS with 1.1x crop, but it has 24, 30, and 60 FPS no crop. It has dual native ISO of 640 and 12,800, which to be honest, saved me in a lot of projects. And believe it or not, I still use the viewfinder sometimes just to make sure the footage is right. Now I put a camera cage on it. This is the Falcam camera cage because not only it protects your camera, but it allows you to rig it up. And this one in particular has quick release. I would highly recommend the brand Falcam because of their build quality is top notch. Even to the smallest things like screws and quick release placements are well thought out. That's why almost all of my components have Falcam quick release on it. After a few years, I added the Sony a7 IV in my kit to be my second camera and for some photos, but mainly I do videos. That's why my a7S III has been my go-to. Now to pair with that, let's move on with the lenses.
Took control, run the game, best believe I'm shining.
So I do own both the Sony 16-35 and 24-70mm f2.8 GM2, and so far they have been amazing. Because I do a lot of professional videos for brands, clients, and content creation, these two lenses has been my go-to 95% of the time. Now these two are quite pricey, and so I would also recommend other alternatives such as Sigma and Tamron that are known for their sharpness and fast autofocus as well. But the main reason I went with these two is because of their slightly better focus accuracy and speed, and the reduced weight because when I'm traveling, every gram counts. And with all honesty, it's also for the brand. There's definitely a bunch of videos out there if you need a more technical comparison, but I would highly recommend at least getting a zoom lens in your kit that covers an ultra wide and a normal focal length.
Took control, run the game, best believe I'm shining.
Now I don't usually bring a tripod with me unless I specifically want a shot that requires it, but my go-to right now is the Falcam Tree Root tripod. It can carry heavy lenses no problem, and its quick release is compatible with Arca Swiss and f38 plate. It also has f22 and RE mount on the side for accessories. Now the legs are twist lock mechanism, but don't let it fool you because you just need a quick twist to release and lock it. Definitely I would recommend this tripod because of its build quality and quick release, and I made a Falcam ecosystem review if you're interested, and it's going to be in the description below after this video.
Took control, run the game, best believe I'm shining.
In terms of my filters, these are from Polar Pro, and I specifically have their Helix Maglock because I do love quick releases if you can't tell by now, and so I do bring two filters most of the time. Both are in collaboration with Peter McKinnon, but you don't have to get that one specifically, but one is a Cine Black 1/2 Black Mist strength and one is a VND CPL 2-5 stops. The quality of this filter speaks for its price. There is no loss of quality or shift in colors, and to be honest, it's pretty lightweight for what it looks like. And what I love with Helix Maglock is that you can stack them up if you need them both. Now for my microphone, I do have with me the Sony ECM B10 And this has become my favorite microphone because it captures really good audio, it's light and compact, it has all the modes that you need most of the time, and it is powered via hot shoe mount, so no more cables or recharging batteries. I also bring with me a wireless microphone just in case, and I do have the Comica Boom Max. And the reason being that Comica has definitely improved their sound and build quality over the years now, and I think they are underrated. It has a dual channel wireless mic that records 32-bit float internally with 40 hours audio storage. You get all the modes you need, a touchscreen control, input and output mic jack, charging case up to 20 hours, and a working range of up to 250 meters, which is more than I need. So pretty much it has everything that you need, but to be honest, I don't grab this as much as the ECM B10. So another accessory I love to bring is a portable light, and this one is the Amaran Ace 25C, so it's both bicolor and RGB. It's a 36 portable light with active cooling, temperature light from 2300 to 10,000 Kelvin, full RGB spectrum if you need it, battery life of up to 2 hours, but really it depends on how much you use it. It has a magnetic dome diffuser and magnets in the back so you can put it anywhere there's metal. And it's just a great light to bring that is compact and powerful. Now for my memory cards, SSDs, and readers, I simply put it all under Pro Grade because I've tried a lot of brands in the past and I learned it the hard way, especially on high pressure environment, clients, and projects. And Pro Grade so far have not failed on me once yet, and so I simply put my trust in them. So for my memory cards, I mainly have their CF Express Type A, and I specifically have the Pro Grade 960 gig because I love how big the capacity it is, and that's pretty much what you need throughout the day. I do own a bunch of them, and I carry some regular SD cards just in case. For my SSDs, I also went with their Ultra Portable SSDs. These are quite light and compact, best for traveling, and these are specifically 2 terabytes each, so it's more than enough. It has 1 gigabits per second read and write speed, and you don't need cables for this because both sides have Type A and Type C, which is one of the best features by the way. The cover caps are rigid rubbers that makes it IP65, and so I would highly recommend this SSD for any travel videographer, filmmaker, and content creator. And lastly, I do have their mobile card reader with a USB-C 3.2 Gen 2, a very tiny card reader with up to 10 gigabits per second transfer speed. Because it is light and compact, it is also very versatile. You can just directly plug it on your laptop, even on your phone to transfer files, and even record log footages with your iPhone as long as you have the CF Express Type A in it. For my batteries, I do own the original Sony batteries. I recommend not purchasing any cheap batteries in the market because we're obviously dealing with expensive cameras, and if anything goes wrong, Sony won't cover it, so stick to Sony batteries. But for my charger, I do have the Lano 30 watts with 3 slots of batteries, and I think it's just way more efficient that way because it charges all the batteries simultaneously, and it has preventative features such as overheating, overcharging, and short circuits. And it has light indicators for battery levels. And I paired it with the Anker Nano 2 45 watts fast charging. Now I don't usually bring my laptop everywhere I go, but when I travel, I do use it to unload some footages and edit short form videos. So I got the Dell Pro 13 Premium, which is capable of editing short form videos, and when I'm editing 4K footages, I still need to make proxies on that. But one thing I love about this laptop is the battery life. It can last you practically the whole day. You can do productivity and gaming on this, and I think it's just a perfect size laptop for travel because I've tried 16-inch before and it's just quite bulky. So if you're interested on this laptop, I actually made a review about it, which includes benchmarks, so please check that out after this one. Again, link below. Now for some bits of accessory, I carry this Falcom magnetic phone holder. It's an F22 quick release, so you can just slide it and adjust the angle. Again, another underrated product and by far my favorite because I do use my phone as a camera monitor, and a dedicated camera monitor plus the battery will just makes everything bulky and heavy. And for the app, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but I use the Monitor Plus app so I can control it wirelessly. They have it in a free version and was quite impressed, so I end up buying the full version so I can unlock all the professional settings. But if you want an alternative, there's always the Sony Creator app. I also bring a bunch of Type-C cables, and specifically the ones that can do 40 gigabits per second for transfers, and this one specifically is from ProGrade as well. Now, other accessories that I do bring, such as cleaning cloth, blower, pen, notepad, multi-tool from Small Rig. It has everything that I need. A mouse for my laptop. This one is a lightweight gaming mouse from Chilkey. It's called the Glacier 8K. It only weighs 49 grams and it's simply perfect for both gaming and productivity. Now let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, Artlist. I've been using their assets even before they sponsored me, but now I'm quite happy that they're supporting my career and even for a small channel like mine. Now, what's new with Artlist? Not only that they continuously update their highly curated assets, they are my go-to when it comes to music, sound effects, but now they are doubling down with their AI features, making it easier for you to make crazy videos and photos. They now have Sora 2 Pro and VO 3.1. You've seen those videos that went viral recently?
Just crashed my car straight into that tree and somehow...
Yes, those are the culprit. Making even higher quality and ultra realistic AI videos for your projects and even for your content. Here are some samples I prompted on my own through Artlist. What's amazing is that they also include audio when generating the video. Just check this out.
Higher! Faster! Woo! This is freedom! Nothing can catch me now!
Now you can definitely customize for what you need if you need landscape or portrait. You can also set your duration up to 12 seconds, but of course it varies on each model, and up to 1080p resolution. Now if it sounds limiting, once you're done generating your AI video, you can simply click the upscale button and generate a 4K footage. They have a wide variety of AI models, and they even tell you what is the best case for each model. And worry less because it's covered by Artlist license. And right now, the most popular and quite impressive ones are the VO 3.1, Nano Banana, Kling 2.5, and Sora 2 Pro. So head to artlist.io, sign up for free and try it out for yourself. Link below to get 2 months for free. Thanks again, Artlist, for sponsoring this video.
You think that I'm running in place? Y'all really testing my patience.
Finally, for my backpack, I put this last because I want to show you how I put it together. And so my go-to and has been my workhorse is the Nomadic Luma 18-liter backpack. I've had this for a while now and it still remains my favorite backpack because it fits everything that I need for such a compact and light backpack. But one drawback I found is that over time, the partition gets softer. And so I replaced it with their divider kit. Not only these are thicker materials, but it's better quality and rigidity. It's slightly taller, but it works perfectly fine, and it's a great support to overall bag frame. So for this, I've already laid out the format. I usually like to put the filters already on the lenses just because these are Helix Maglock quick release, so it's just easier to switch them up. And so I install these adapters. And then we'll put one lens in the camera. And then the filter. So primarily it goes here because look at the shape, it's pretty obvious. I put the black mist here because usually I don't use the 2 to 5 stops every time. So this one goes to the other lens. Now I'm currently using the ECM B10 on this camera, and so it should go here. Now for the battery, all 3 here. It goes down here. The wireless mic, the portable light, perfect fit, the mouse, my memory cards goes in here, the blower, the magnetic phone mount, Small Rig multi-tool, Now for the top here, I left it empty because I used to have a mini drone, but lately I haven't been flying around, and so I usually keep this area empty for extra clothing, maybe a mini tripod, or when I'm in the rush, I usually put my camera here for instant access, or sometimes even food snacks. For the other side here, I put all my filters, cables, and accessories, my storage. Now in the top pocket, I put my notepad, pen, and passport. This laptop compartment can go up to 16-inch laptop. And if you want to bring a tripod, it has this holder right here, which then you can secure it with these sockets. You can also put water bottle on the side, and overall, this is what this bag can carry. It's pretty much everything that I need. It even has extra space for a drone and other accessories, and it's just really hard to beat considering it's an 18-liter backpack. It's light and compact, and compared to the other backpacks that I've tried in the past, this one has minimal design and very low-key. It doesn't speak like, oh hey, you're a videographer or a filmmaker. It just keeps you low-key, and props to Nomadic for creating this. This is by far my favorite backpack.
Took control, run the game. Best believe I'm shining, dog. Counting up my wins, yeah, I love it when they count me out. Off the leash, of the chain, where I've been a dog. Best believe I run the game, you know I'm in control of y'all.
So do let me know if I forgot something. I'll try to answer it as much as I can in the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Hit like for the algorithm and comment of what you think, and follow me on my social medias. And as always, have a great day, stay faithful, and here are some of my videos if you want to check my small channel. Peace out.
Bring it up, I got it in the bag, let's zip it up. I don't need Mount Rushmore, but they talk greatness. Anytime that they gon' bring me